It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4-4.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. DJ Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
I suspect this is one of those calls the defensive coordinator would love to have back.
Absolutely.
Feels like he took a bit of a gamble here. And I remember when I was playing, when we had a team really backed up, there was a talk about, let's go ahead and get upfield and get a safety. And sometimes that works against you because they really hit them big, didn't they?
They did. They were hoping for a couple yards of breathing room, but they got a lot more than that. Fields on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give. This is Montgomery. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. Get out of here, baby.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He's already already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 15. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Fields.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And he's going to be taken down. Penalty marker on the field, however. Which side is this on? So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here's Fields.
That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Throwing again is Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time, and that'll make it third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw left side, complete to Bird. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields dancing to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Come on, time to play!
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the trading table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he found that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now. Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
8 yards to go on second down.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, right at the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, and you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Go home, boy. Bring it, baby. Bring it. This is our time. Our time. Come on now. Let's do this. Oh, yeah.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these 2 defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They run the counter. Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Running left, Montgomery. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the 50, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Montgomery back to the ground. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. Well, there you go. Said your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 6-0. 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Finding Samuel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
On 3rd down, Mitchell gets past one man, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now Garoppolo. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big connection on that one. 43 yards. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.